Cost to live in San Francisco is expensive. Now a startup just purchased a building to house 400 people and is offering $700 a month rent. But there's a catch. Renters share space with hundreds of other people and sleep in sleeping pods. A new exclusive article in the San Francisco Chronicle shares details of this new plan for what's being called a mega dorm. Joining us live now is staff writer Laura Waxman, who wrote the article. Laura, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Karina. Thanks for having me.
The company Brownstone Shared Housing just purchased this vacant building at 1049 Market Street where they plan to house 400 pods where people can sleep. But this isn't the first time they've tried something like this. Can you tell us what happened at their other downtown location at 12 Mint Plaza?
That's right. A few months ago, the story was a startup on the brink of collapse. They actually have a location right here across from where I'm at Mint Plaza at 5th and Mission Streets. It's their first location where they had 36 sleeping pods, these cubic pods that have twin mattresses that are stacked on top of each other and rented out, as you said, for $700 a month.
That's crazy.
So they actually faced an eviction lawsuit here just a few months ago. They were behind on a year's worth of rent, and it looked pretty grim at that point. But they managed to come back from that, as you can see.
That looked crazy.
Let's talk about that new location. So now they plan to implement that same concept at 1049 Market Street?
Right. So the interesting thing about this is that the founder, James Stallworth, has told me repeatedly that there is such huge demand for this type of housing that they are actually on an expansion course, and they had been looking for.
There's demand for that. Nigga, you are in a cot. Look at it. Y'all look. That bed like this thick. And you just in a little box. Ain't no rolling over. Ain't no breathing. If a nigga snoring in his sleep, you can hear him. if somebody's screaming in their sleep, got sleep apnea, it don't matter. You hearing it. If somebody got they phone playing or they tablet playing for television, because that's the only way they go to sleep, you hearing it. For $700, you get to sleep in a fucking 2x4 box, and you gonna be happy, and you're not gonna complain. This is despicable. I'm not gonna lie. They talking about it's overpacked. Maybe because San Francisco is too expensive. You think homeless people ain't gonna be in there? And then next thing you know, the government's gonna subsidize those people to live in those little pods by giving them $700 a month to live in there. Now, I'm not saying that's a problem with that. At least it's for homeless people, but this goes for everybody. I think this is just despicable. How about we just do better with our finances? How about we just fix up the streets and make sure everything's going smooth?